Hello viewers, welcome back to Spice Channel TV. In a recent development, the Finnish government was said to have released two suspects arrested alongside Simon Ekpa for alleged subversive activities. Simon Ekpa, we all know, the Prime Minister of BIAFRA, separatist leader, was arrested last year November along with four others for alleged terror-related activities, including incitement to violence and terrorism financing in Nigeria. He was subsequently remanded in prison over allegations of spreading terrorist propaganda on social media. These five suspects have been in custody since November last year. However, government sources were said to have noted that two have been released. The identities of these released individuals or the reasons for their release remains unclear. While confirming the development, sources added that Simon Ekpa remains in custody. Meanwhile, some few time back, the Chief of Defence Staff, General Christopher Musa, had announced during a live channel's television program that Nigeria had formally requested Simon Ekpa's extradition, where he noted that the federal government has completed most of the documents, most of the requirements. So they forwarded the documents to the Finnish government and they noted that soon Simon Ekpa will be brought back to Nigeria to face his crime. So the Finnish government is reportedly collaborating with the Nigerian authorities to address the violent activities linked to the non-state actors in the southeastern region. Now, some people may say Simon Ekpa is not in prison. Others may say Simon Ekpa is still in prison. But the fact is, the whereabouts of Simon Ekpa is unknown to many, as there have been conflicts among some Simon Ekpa's supporters and IPOB members on his whereabouts. So many people see Simon Ekpa as a tool being used by the Nigerian government, by Nigerian politicians to cause instability in the southeast region. Many people have been pointing fingers to Simon Ekpa, even IPOB, who made a statement some few weeks back saying Simon Ekpa is not their member and, he should stop using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for fraud. And all of that, they rebuked Simon Ekpa after he was arrested. They rebuked him. And other stories which have been, trending regarding Simon Ekpa. And when he was arrested, we saw so many comments about him, how the sit-at-home orders, would potentially stop. But then the sit-at-home orders did not stop, even after the imprisonment of Simon Ekpa. But before now, we've also gotten reports that these accomplices of Simon Ekpa were released before now, that they were released. About, few of them were released because they are 4 in number. So it was reported now that 2 have been released. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this? Mind you, upon Simon Ekpa's imprisonment and absence, there've been someone who is overseeing the helms of affairs of IPOB and Biafra in Finland, in the person of one Miss Ngozi Oraibweze, who is serving as a deputy prime minister to Simon Ekpa, For long, Simon Ekpa has not been dropping updates, so we would know that his whereabouts is unsure, as many say that he will soon be released. Most of his supporters, his followers, have been dropping updates on Simon Ekpa's potential release date and how he would not be extradited to Nigeria, contrary to what the Nigerian government are saying, because the Nigerian government are saying this guy will be brought back home so he can face trial, so he can stand trial over all the atrocities he has committed, the same way they did to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the same way they want to do with, Simon Ekpa. So people who are following Simon Ekpa have been saying that Simon Ekpa will be out very soon to join their cause, that the Nigerian government have been, cooking a lot of stories, but then he will soon be out. And while he's still, where he is, Ngozi Orabueze will oversee the hems of affairs of, IPOB in Finland, of Biafra in Finland. So my country people, make una come chook mouth for this matter, because upon Simon Ekpa's absence, I wonder how, they could quickly get a deputy in the person of Ngozi Orabueze to oversee the affairs of Simon Ekpa. And now the Nigerian government are saying, look at what's happening. 2 persons have been released, but then we've not really heard much about Simon Ekpa's potential release. Now let's take few reactions from Nigerians. The first person said, this Simon Ekpa issue, we still dey talk am till now. Another said, let's see how everything goes out. Simon Ekpa does not have any business with the Nigerian government. The instigators of violence in the southeast are the Nigerian forces. But it is very unfortunate that people will not understand it that way. The main players are those in uniform masquerading as officers of the Federal Republic. They should declare sit at home in Finland. I hate nonsense. The Biafra Prime Minister is yet to be released till date. No sit at home has been announced so far. The target is Simon Ekpa. But then, let's see how it goes. The thing is that Simon Ekpa has evidences of human rights abuse by the Nigerian government, and that will make their case against him very difficult. Finland, no be Kenya. Same way to shock Nigeria when they release him too. Finnish, kudos to the Finnish government. They should do right by their name and write their name in a good record, unlike Nigeria. Okay, guys, these are reactions from Nigerians. According to many people, if Nigeria is working, there won't be any reason for any agitation whatsoever for many ethnic group, for many region. There will be no need for calls for breakup. But then politicians have started, doing what they are doing, and many people, many regions are feeling marginalized. So some persons say that Simon Ekpa is not guilty until being proven guilty by the court. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.